Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to the cloudy, grey skies of Barovia. I was going to say the sunny vale of Barovia, but that's entirely inaccurate. So, although the picture here, I always thought the picture here was very This is the official D&D image for when you first, when you first arrive at the gates, of Barovia. Do you remember? Actually, no, neither of you were there. When the Curse of Strahd team first arrived in Barovia, this is the first gates that they arrive at as they enter and enjoyed themselves running around Death House. Now, and it's way too sunny, I think. And Strahd was having an off day apparently there.
Or perhaps, it's an apocalyptic firewall in the background, lighting up.
Yes, maybe. Or maybe, the Morning Lord is having just a particularly good day. All of them. All right. Okay. So, yes, a massive welcome to my two players. We're just running with two really nice, light, lean crew that we've got going here. Edgar and Esmeralda. I desne. Double E desne.
I da yo ne.
E and E, yes. And a massive thank you to those of you joining us already. Nice to have you all here. Good to see our friends in chat there, Charlie and Baron. Thank you so much. And thank you, Maren, for the subscription.
You're welcome.
We had a hype train this morning. It was very fun. Don't get this too much, so it was good. And Floof as well. Thank you. Good to have you in, my friend. Right. Okay. And everyone else who's lurking around, welcome on in there. Do say hello. We'd like to interact with chat. And as you can see, Maren is Esmeralda is Melon Shrimp there. So, hey, Papa, how you doing? Good to see you again. And yeah, gold stars to you, Baron Dragobond, of course, most loyal and regular viewers. But Papa Dragon, I think you've been in every stream this week. Thank you so much. Absolute pleasure. Charlie, you're slacking a bit. Come on, keep up. Ohayo gozaimasu to you too. You're getting that draconic down now, mate. You're learning a bit of draconic here and there. Nicely done. Right, okay, my friends. So let us, without further ado, jump into not saying thank you to all of these lovely people, just saying thank you to all these lovely people, but also to other lovely people that might be catching up with us in VOD Squad land, as I think actually Barovia Beyond is one of the most popular ones on the YouTube channel. If you would like to catch up with the story that led up to this, our Curse of Strahd campaign, which led into this Barovia Beyond campaign, which is a homebrew campaign where they are questing to release Barovia from the grip of the Dark Powers and back to the real world, to a location our Candlekeep Mysteries crew have recently discovered in the Troll Claws down towards Baldur's Gate. Anyway, I think all of those mysteriously almost never-ending stream of trolls that are in the Trollclaw Mountains would have a rude awakening when they were suddenly confronted by all the dire wolves and zombies and things of Barovia suddenly turning up on the doorstep. It could be an interesting period of the Wackyverse history. Anyway, we digress. Often. And so, yes, a massive thank you to the people in the VOD Squad catching up with our adventures wherever and whenever you can. Thank you so much. And for all of you who are following us and are doing so, it is lovely to have you here as well, of course. If you're not following us, please do consider doing so, as it supports the channel nicely. And we can get you over into our followers Discord, where you can hang out, share your own projects in our self-promotion thread, and chat about all kinds of things. Sorry, Floof, I'm rambling on, so I haven't got it started yet. It will be started in just a moment. I'm sorry. I should do that first. Okay, massive thank you to our sponsor at the moment, CZRPG, a fantastic producer of... Just a moment. I'm working on it. A fantastic producer of different encounter design and creating campaigns as well. Our Chasenta's Tyranny campaign is upcoming from them, and they have a brand new Patreon. Fantastic things going on with them. Please do check that out. Boom, right there. And you can also have the chance to win some fabulous Ravenloft Barovia goodies from CZRPG. Wonderful design, beautiful maps, some of which we have been lucky enough to have a few custom ones made for us by our good friend Christian there at CZRPG, all the way from Brazil, which, when it's digital is less impressive. But anyway, but coming all the way to Brazil, from Brazil to you as well, you can have the chance to win something of their work. So I'm going to start that up. When it pops up in chat there, you can jump in there. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Boom! There you go. Okay, please, floof. Papa, please jump in there now. Exclamation mark, enter for your chance to win tonight's offering from CCRPG. Fantastic. There you go. Yes, there it is, all sorted now. And of course, fantastic one-shot ideas from these encounters for use in Halloween games or just spooky fun any time of the year. Hey, Nuclean again. Thank you for coming on by. Good to see you again. Now, as we get things rolling here, let us also say a massive thank you to the wonderful people at Sirenscape. Head on over to sirenscape.com for a free 30-day trial, and if you fall in love with their sound effects and music like we have, you can have them in your games all the time if you become a Super Siren subscriber. And it's a small cost, very reasonable. By monthly. Is that every 2 months?
Depending on who you ask. Either twice a month or twice every 2 months.
Every 2 months.
It's one of the options.
So the more straightforward one. Yes, you can jump in there and get Papa Dragon on the side of the road changing a flat. Oh, bad luck.
Oh no!
I'm glad you were able to stop safely and get that sorted. Now, I'm always curious as to where our voices are being projected to. It's nice that these Barovian adventures of ours are somewhere on the side of the road in what country? Where do you live, Papa? I'm not sure. I'm not sure which part of the world you are in. But sorry to hear about your flats there. Hope it gets sorted smoothly and without any fuss. Now, as we are saying thank you to people, let us also say thank you to the fabulous Emma City Art. East Coast, that's you, Charlie. I'm not asking you, I was asking Papa, unless he's also over there and you know him. In which case, thank you. Let me do this. Boom. Barovia and Beyond. Babat, as requested.
Yay! I'm still happy for that every week.
Tennessee, cool. The fabulous Babart comes from our wonderful friend Emma, who you can see in Jacinta's tyranny as the little fluffy fae drifting here and there, causing mayhem. And you can enjoy and jump in there because Mia, hours ago, those of you in the Discord may have already seen in our self-promo channel, her commissions are open, but they are limited. There is only a limited number of spots, so jump on over to that Twitter account right there and shoot her a DM and get yourself some of this beautiful character art. Look at the versatility. She could do the fluffy little things. She could do the anthropomorphized mushrooms. She could do the scary undead Vistani ladies. And yes, Emma is a tornado of trouble. Yes, Baron. Yes, she is.
A teenage tempest tornado of trouble, perhaps?
Hey. Yes. Emma was in the Curse of Strahd campaign. If you want to catch up with those VODs. Oh, I didn't do the VOD link. Let me do that. Socials. There is a YouTube channel. You can see all of the things. Descent into Avernus, Curse of Strahd, and all of the VODs of the current campaigns, although I am about 20 videos behind at the moment. I'm catching up slowly. Sorry, I was out of commission. It didn't do me any favours. Okay, now, there is that, and also the Twitter and Instagram. Good places to get news, although, of course, the Discord is where all of the news is released and talked about before anywhere else. So that is the place to go if you really want the scoop on what's going on Phoenix Iwaki. Lots of fun things coming up this year, not least a collaboration with, not Albarin, but thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. A collaboration with, yes, Rufflejacks, I'm sorry. I'm catching up. It takes so long, because I want to trim them, right? Because I don't want like a 10-minute introduction on the front of the video and have them searching for where the actual show starts. So I've been trimming them.
Live people.
And like, what's it called when you do a video? What's it called? Anyway, creating the trimmed video takes so long. So I'm slowly doing that. Uploading it to YouTube is very quick. Just trimming the video is what's taking so much time. Anywho, let us... Oh, Baron, don't worry. Yes, Scarlet is also highly recommend. Look, I can do this. Scarlet. There you go. Yes, everyone. Emma is fantastic, as is Scarlett, as you can
much
see
talent
in
the
Wild
chat.
Beyond the Witchlight tomorrow, as well as how fabulous Charlie is as well. DM Charlie will be joining us for that, as well as 2 ex-Barovians, or Barovian adventurers. Steph and Colby will be with us in the Feywild in a matter of hours. 12 hours, to be exact. All right. So, last time, previously on Barovia and Beyond, we were opening OneNote to remind myself. Oh yeah, don't worry, Charlie. I've been very good. I haven't forgotten it once this week. Okay, yes, last time, our heroes, having spent the night resting in peaceful sleep at Argynvostholt, their new base of operations, they came down to breakfast and realized that their drow friend, Asara, was missing and was not using her hatpin of disguise to change into a little raccoon folk or anything like that, had just downright disappeared. Asking around, they heard that she had left and gone off into the forest during the night, a very strange turn of events. They decided to investigate her room, and in doing so discovered the silver pin that had once been part of a toy that they had rescued, taken from the walking hut of one Baba Lysaga. And it was supposed to be in Esmeralda's pack, but once she checked, she realized it was gone, disappeared. That is when they started hearing strange noises. And as they investigated further, they found the toy. A delightful little doll on a little unicycle, animated and moving all of its own accord in a cupboard in the back of the room. They were spooked out, but not so spooked out as to leave it behind, and they took it with them as they decided to head to the foremost authority on all things toys. One Blinsky of the town of Vallaki. And as they travelled there, they met their lovely elderly lady friends, Jenny Greenteeth and Laura Stoneheart, in their cottage outside the gates of Vallaki. They chatted with them, and Laura Stoneheart, who they had rescued also from Baba Lysaga's hut, recognized the doll as a carrier net, a type of toy brought to life by the desperate love of a child, but not reciprocating that love. It is an evil thing, and able, if it's able to prick a victim with the pin, able to switch places with them. And so it was that they discovered Asara had not disappeared off into the forest. Asara is trapped in this doll, and the Carrionet's spirit is in Asara's body, off into the forest. And with Asara's lycanthropy, that could cause some problems.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Awoo, indeed. Let me play some wolf noises while we're doing that. Thank you, Sirenscape.
Possibly.
Now, moving on into the town, you met your good friend Korg, who was itching for a bit of a new revolution, wanting to get things rolling again. Our good Earth Elemental, Earth Genasi. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what he is. But if you've seen Thor Ragnarok, you know what we're talking about. And as you made your way through the town, you went to Blinsky's shop, and in there you talked with the master toy maker, and he confirmed the suspicions of Laura Stoneheart that this had been made for a merchant's daughter who wanted a sibling but was unable to. And yes, Robert Jackson, Lycan Drow. Sure, there'll be no problem whatsoever. And as you talked to him about this, Sporlax, the little mushroom friend of Edgar that you can see on his head there, popped out to say hello and marvel at the monkey in a little ballerina's tutu that was skipping about the shelves inside the shop. And Blinsky fell in love with this talking mushroom and rushed off to his workshop immediately to make Sporlax action figures. And our friends decided to leave the monkey and him to his own doings there, and they headed down to the main square, which you may have seen in our opening screen, our opening credits there. And you headed into the town square so that you might visit your wolf hunter friends Yevgeny and Soldar and ask them advice about traveling to the Amber Temple. As you know, they have ventured down south into the Svalek woods, up to the very foothills of said mountains. So, that is where we left things. Last time, we are still in Yevgeny and Soldar's shop, and they had spread out the map on the table there, and we were talking about your coming adventures. So, let us jump in here and say hello to these two fine people. Who are you? Who are you playing? And where are they at right now? Let's go the other way. Esmeralda.
Oh, I'm Esmeralda. No, I'm not. I'm Marin. I play Esmeralda Damir, who is the blazing Evistani Battlemaster, who is currently holding her friend, who's a really freaky, creepy doll. And really wishing she wasn't quite as creepy, because she wants to keep her out and let her look around, but she's so creepy. It's gonna be very difficult. So that's where she's at.
Yes, we shouldn't hog all the creepiness. We should share it with our friends.
It should be shared. I think it sort of dissipates it.
Here you are,
amongst
everyone.
a larger variety of people.
You're welcome. Oh, just the way when you enlarge it, the way it just like comes out of the screen at you. So freaky. Here, I'm gonna do it again. Here it comes. Ready?
No, never ready.
Just goes forward towards the screen.
I could have started into a friggin' teddy bear or something. No, it's not squeaky anymore. We changed it.
I know.
WD-40'd it.
Yes, you did. Yes.
It doesn't sound quite as creaky.
Okay.
Or creepy. Oh Lord.
Not as creaky, but just as creepy. Thank you. Edgar.
Hello, everyone. I am Mason, playing Edgar Phelim, the Spore Druid Mapak, and currently he a little worried about the predicament currently in, with some dolls about and kind of this dangerous endeavor to the Ember Temple, but it must happen in order to complete the mission.
Indeed, for the good of Barovia and all of its peoples. Okay, I just love like first time in chat. Water Lily of Still of Stee. No, sorry, I can't read it. Sorry, it started well. I couldn't finish it. But like,
so well.
The first ever comment in chat. Yikes, lol. Yes.
Welcome to the campaign.
Yes, Water Lily. Fair comment.
Is that
fair
right?
comment. I mean, Ravenloft. In a nutshell. Yikes, lol. It should be on the front of Van Richten's guide or anything.
Yeah.
Or of Seattle, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Okay. Or maybe they were an STL file and they've been 3D printed into life, and now they can chat on the internet. Okay, right, that's an STL file, right?
No, he's amazing.
I think so. Anywho, that is where we are at, and let us return away from this creepy music and ravens and wolves and the like to the streets of Velaki. He said, unable to find it. Where is it? Where did I put it? Luckily, Sirenscape is a handy-dandy search function which you can find the sunset that you're looking for with a blink of an eye. See, I've already found it. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Switching on it over here. STL files gaining sentience, apparently.
We live in the future. It's amazing.
The future is now. Okay. Right, here we go. Da-da-da-da. Engage Valakians. Very quietly.
St. Louis?
St. Louis, okay.
Okay.
Not 3D printed. Okay, that's good. Water Lily of St. Louis.
One small blessing.
Anywho, Solda and Yevgeny are poring over this map with you two. And let me bring you over to said map.
Oh, she probably launched my game. Whoops.
Always an option. Always an option. Here we are. I should zoom out so it's actually useful. There we go. So, that's still not enough. More Barovia. I remember there was someone who was like really surprised how big this map was when they actually revealed the whole thing, because we had it like dynamically lit before, and it was hiding away bits that you hadn't seen yet.
Oh yeah.
It's actually huge. Okay. Gets pecked by flock of cartons. All right, so there you are. You are those little tokens huddling at the top there around the village of Velaki. A much cheerier place now that the Burgermeister is gone and the endless festivals are finally over. And, of course, the looming threat
everything.
of Strahd has been contained, if not removed from the picture entirely. And the southern mountain there, Mount Gakis, is the slopes that you need to head to if you are to find, isn't it, Water Lily? If you are to find the Amber Temple. And Yevgeny and Soldar are, as I said, big, burly, rounded shoulders, like leaning, hunched over the table here. And Yevgeny's like, Soldar, get out of the light. They can't see the map properly. And oh, I'm sorry. Just, yeah. And they move out of the way, and they show you this beautiful map of Barovia that they have put together in their various travels and explorations of the area. And they point, right, well, first, my friends, you are going to want to travel to the west. A road I believe you are very familiar with, yes?
Yes.
Yes. You need to make your way to the Raven River Crossroads. And that is the rather staggered crossroads over here. Does my ping show up? Yes, it's very small. Sorry, it's zoomed so far out. Up in the top left corner there, it is the crossroads, Esmeralda, that leads to your wizard's tower, which is your previous home, before these adventurers arrived and spoilt the whole place. And it
ruined everything.
It is that first turning on the left there, after you go past the Argon Vostholt turning. And yes, they say, yes, first you need to go off the main Svarich road and down towards the south from the Raven River Crossroads. And that road will lead you higher and higher up into the foothills and then the mountains themselves. Luckily, you are here. You have come to the right place because you are going to need cold weather clothing. And I would recommend climbing gear as well if you are going to be mountaineering. That's why we stick to the forests. Be prepared or be dead. That is our saying.
Awkward silence.
Quite an intriguing.
It used to be worse.
saying.
It used to be prepared or be dead and then be undead. But you cured that problem for us, so thank you very much.
Yeah. Yep.
Now all we have to worry about are flying werewolves.
I was checking to see if I feel cold. It's unclear. Probably gonna affect you that anyway, though.
Where you are right now, no.
Yeah.
Valaki's
Yeah.
very low.
If we get sad enough, then yeah, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I. Okay. Excellent. We can. Is there a shop nearby you recommend where you can pick up something warm?
They spread their arms at the various wolfskin garments and outdoor supplies, which are scattered
That
around the
makes
shop
sense.
next to the jars
Sorry, I
of
was looking
honey.
at this beautiful map. It's very distracting. I do like maps.
Not at all. Yes, it is some of Yevgeny's best work. He's like, yeah, Soldat,
I'll
shut up.
prefer. I'm a gentleman.
Yes, for you, we will, of course, be charging mates rates, and yes, that will bring you to 35 gold.
I assume that's reasonable.
Edgar.
Also, how's
Edgar
Edgar feeling about
protests.
wearing fur?
He's like, I'm leaving.
I don't wear fur!
No.
My brothers!
All in this together. Hey, it's just me and you now.
Well,
plans,
I'll just
my
buy
plots.
double.
I shall pick them
double
off
clothes.
one by one.
Oh god, I'm next
Sorry.
to you guys. Help me. Help me.
Everyone do excuse the Floridian internet.
I think the Vietnamese internet would be worse, but here we are.
Headline.
Okay.
Florida man craps out of game. But we'll be back soon. We hope.
How much money? I wrote down that I have 100.
You have 100, I
gold
checked.
pieces. Okay, great. I will spend 35 of it, I guess, on
Yes. By the way, that's
on
half
clothes
price.
for
It was
myself.
Two people's worth. No, that's for
damn.
2 of you. For both of you.
Okay.
Yeah. Two persons worth should have been 70.
I feel like he should be paying less because he's smaller. He's like half my size.
I mean, it's already half price. Come on.
All right. I've just spent money. and walk.
Thank you, Robert.
All right, well, now I have very
This is not
warm
Tech Goblins on our
clothes.
end. This is Tech Goblins on Mason's end. He will be back ASAP. Let's check out. Internet went down, trying to load back in. Message received. He's alive. That's good. Confirmed. Confirmed in the world of the living. Alright. Okay. So, you are given, yes, cold winter clothing, or cold weather clothing, which means
Is that
that you
an
don't...
item I should be adding?
I,
is it just a
I don't
thing?
think it is, no, but the climbing gear is an adventuring
It's
item.
implied. Okay. I already have a climber's kit. Did it charge me for that?
You already have one? Then yeah, that's
Yep.
fine. Yeah, so it's only 25 gold. Oh no, 'cause,
Yay!
no, Edgar needs one, so 30. Yep.
Okay. Dang, my packs are money.
Yeah, 30 gold for all of that, and it is very high quality.
I'm sure it is. I look fabulous in furs, probably.
Probably. I mean, look at that character art.
Flip. Yeah.
Like, flip the hair and flip the sash, the waist
Yeah,
as well.
also such a fabulous, my favorite part.
Mason, come back to us.
I bought you a coat.
Tech Goblins in ISP workers' uniform.
Yeah.
These bastards. They're everywhere. Okay. What's your coach this area? The game continues in our private
Yes.
chat. This is a play by text game now. All right. So everyone, let us continue with what we got here. At least it's Mary, the best of the best.
Hello, it's me.
Yes.
I can buy coats by myself at the very least.
Worth 10 players at the very least.
Yeah, that'd be very crowded though. God,
It would be.
imagine 10 player
Imagine
campaign.
combat. Ugh, combat would take forever.
We didn't do anything for entire rep.
We had we're
Thanks
just
for
kind
the
of
waiting room.
we're kind of chatting here in the Evgeny and Soldar's shop.
I think he's waiting to be let in.
Oh, my bad. I forgot about that. Boom. Yay. Now we're going to be in the wrong place, probably. There he is.
Ah!
Wait for it. There we go. Yay.
Yay.
Now behave. Okay.
Oh, I did get a quote for Sporlax. Does he need a quote?
Nah,
Do mushrooms feel cold?
I knew you were going to be in the wrong place. Good. Flipped you around because Mason joined first the first point.
Hmm.
And let me quickly.
I could always just leave.
Boop, boop.
Back in again.
Yeah,
Bye.
Sporlax is all good. Sporlax has mysterious fey powers.
Okay.
Okay. So yes, Edgar, climbing gear and cold weather clothing has been purchased for
Very
you
high
both.
quality.
And
Happy
cheaper,
birthday.
cheaper half the price. Which it was. Okay, boom, there we go. Right, all good. Thank you for those Tech Goblin slaying swords, Robojacks. Did the trick. Okay, so yes, now the I was trying to say, is there anything they were going to warn you else? Anything else? And I mean, they were like, Yevgeny like face kind of darkens, and he's like, "No, Esmeralda, remember, it is down in the south near the mountains that I saw those flying werewolves."
Thank you for the warning. We've run into them before, and I don't particularly want to run into them again.
Indeed, I believe their lair is somewhere down there. If they are being true to their avian nature, probably up high above the forest, where they can leave and return as they wish. And they have eyes out for the prize and the prey that they seek down in the valleys.
Maybe we can see them too. Definitely
Beware.
distinctive.
And Edgar, talking about being wary and things to watch out for, you remember a legend, like almost like an urban myth, but a mountain myth in this case, as you remember a legend of your rival group of Mapak druids, the evil Strahd worshipping ones, which you just drove off the hilltop stone circle of the mountain fane. They have a legend, a myth of a mystical, supernaturally resilient, evil mountain goat called Sangzor Bloodhorn.
Not what I was expecting.
So,
Bloodthirsty mountain goat.
speaking of things to be wary of in the mountains, that reminds you of that.
Sangzor Bloodhorn.
So, Maren, Sangzor means bloodhorn. Sorry.
Oh. It's a nice nickname.
I
I
thought it
didn't
was
know his mom
Sangzor
called him that
Bloodhorn.
because he fell down the stairs sometime. Okay.
Yes, this is a mythical beast of hushed whispers and legend amongst the Mapak folk here. But more so, it's feared by your group and revered by the evil lot.
Never a good sign.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. Okay, so let us.
Watch out for angry
continue.
goats.
What's happening in Japan?
Oh, just internet. It's silly sometimes.
Oh yeah, they can be. Yeah, Water Lily, we are in. We have all been in Japan. I am in Japan still.
I used to be.
Yes, indeed. At least it's better than Zugtmoy. That can be said in many, many instances. Noveljax, it is.
Not entirely comforting, but thank you.
Entirely better than Zugtmoy. Okay. So, prepared, forewarned, and bedecked in all of the gear that you could possibly need. Yevgeny and Soldar. I hope don't wear it now. Let's get into the mountains.
It looks fabulous. I'm a sucker for fashion.
Sashay out of the shop.
Well, of course. How else are you going to leave a shop with a new coat?
Indeed.
You sashay.
And we need Kyle's one-shot roulette character in here. Runway, bitches! Okay, so because he had a magical extending red carpet.
Oh my god.
Excellent.
Yes.
Oh, I want one now.
That was the command. That was its command word to activate.
Wonderful. I love it.
Yes. In the game chat there were calls for a new emote of that. Hey Mooncloud, welcome in. Okay, so everybody, let us continue as you make your way out into the town. Where are you headed? Are you just going to grab your wagon and head straight back out? It is kind of just after lunchtime, like early afternoon. So if you were to set off, Janassi, hello. If you were to set off now, it would be nightfall before you arrived at the temple. So
Yeah.
it might be better
Perhaps
to
not
head
the
back
best
to
choice.
Argavostholt one more time.
Yeah.
Then,
Probably a good idea. I don't fancy dying again, so let's do that.
just the once is enough. Yeah, just the once.
Yeah, once is enough. In that case, I will sashay slowly to my wagon. Get fully back to the swoosh.
Okay. Yes, you do. There are several admiring gasps and
I pretend not to notice.
jealous whispers of the of the townsfolk.
I'm like pointing in the direction of the shop.
Like there's a kid like batting a hoop along with a stick along there. They just stop, and the hoop just carries on by itself. They're just like, wow.
It's terrible. Anyway.
So yeah, you jump off and head in your wagon. Where Maren, the last time you headed down this road in a wagon, it was as a honey badger, and there was death and explosions.
Destruction and blood
Yes,
everywhere.
yes. This is the
Oh,
same
good
road
times.
that you barreled along at the end of Honey Heist.
That was
Barovian Honey Heist.
so much fun.
Okay.
Well, the only time I'd ever play a murder homo.
So
Yeah.
you start heading out of town, and Esmeralda, with your handy dandy. Actually, no, Edgar. Sorry, you're no longer top of the bunch of the passive
What?
perceptions.
What?
Edgar and Esmeralda. Why am I left with the two most perceptive ones? No, it's okay. It's funny. It's funny. That's the thing that DMs complain about such a lot. It's like, why do you want them to miss things you've prepared? It's like,
Right?
it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
Why have secrets that people aren't supposed to find? Bastia completely agrees.
Now, but Esmeralda, this is particularly useful and, well, pertinent to you because you see something you've seen before. Edgar has not, but you spot it too, Edgar. It comes, I think it, perception is not just sight, right, and sound. You feel a chill, as if you're being watched. And, sorry, I think this ominous moment deserves some ominous music. Engage. Ominous music. As you're clattering through the streets in your ethereal horse-drawn carriage, looking fairly spooky yourselves, you
right in.
have very loud music. Sorry, turn that down a bit. Sorry, everybody. Okay. You both have this feeling, this intense feeling of being watched, and as once before, Esmeralda, as you clatter past the various alleyways and thoroughfares of Vallaki on your way towards the western gates, you spy a figure that you spied last time you were leaving town, also regarding you with interest in that moment.
Oh no.
As you see, and Edgar, you see for the first time, this fella? Person.
Oh, jeez, I remember.
You remember? Yeah.
How much I do not like this figure.
Yes, yeah. The stark contrast of their white robes and their glowing eyes in the shadows of one of the smaller, dingier alleys catches your eye, and you spy this mysterious stranger observing your departure once more.
He's definitely looking at us. Does it do anything? Or does it gesture? Like if I stare back at it very directly, does it react at all?
Do you stop the carriage, or you just, as you're just like side eye as you're going past?
Probably would side eye it pretty hard. Like very obviously looking at it. Like.
Okay. If you're not moving towards it, it doesn't make a move. It just stands stuck still. It doesn't have his hand up like that.
Stop.
So, look at this sick tattoo.
How many fingers? Bragging test. I'll probably do it to Edgar that piece. Hi. We're two making friends.
Roll checks. You're very close. You're missing a couple of letters. So, sorry, Esmeralda. Yes, you glare at this masked creature, robed creature, and
That's
they
almost not quite like death.
impassively stare back.
Do you see that?
Who's the person in the background talking about werewolves? Sorry, Sirenscape. There's just someone talking about werewolves in the background.
Who's in the wagon? Who's coming with us? How did they get in? Right, we've exploded. Anyway, Edgar, did you see that thing?
Oh, interesting. I've never seen a figure quite like that.
I have, but only once, and it was here. I think it must be the same one.
I see.
What do you think we should do?
I do not know, but if it continues to follow us, then I think that's when we should start to worry about it.
Third time the charm.
Yes, as they say.
Well, as long as it doesn't follow us, as you say, then no harm done for now. Let's keep going.
Yeah, you keep an eye out over your shoulder, over the back of the wagon, and they do not appear to follow. And you make your way out of the gates and on to the Svalek Road. Epically, because for some reason this traveling music is very, very epic. Okay, so as the gates clunk shut behind you, as the day starts to wear on, you go west, and then southwest, and make your way into the conspiratorially hunched trees of the Svalek Wood once more.
I love it.
As our lurking behind our overlay here, creeping and peering over at the map. And you make your way back towards Argon Vostholz. One thing you can't help noticing, as you travelled here, you were very aware of Eric on top of his dragon companion, spiraling and swirling in the sky above. But as you travel back towards Argynvostholt, he's nowhere to be seen. And there weren't panicked cries of alarm in Vallaki either, so didn't seem to have buzzed the town either, because a dragon would have caused some stirs there. Even if it's just a young'un.
30 minutes.
So, you're just heading straight back to the mansion?
Mhm. Yes.
Okay. So, as you head back that direction, during the day here, it is relatively safe. You are unaccosted. Sorry, let me represent Eric disappearing there. And yes, you do indeed make your way back to Argynvostholt, which it does want to do that, apparently. Let's zoom in nice and close. And zoop. There you are. Okay, so yes, you keep your wits about you every time you're passing through these woods. You know, dangerous to pass through at any time of day, but deadly at night. But you are unaccosted and breathe a sigh of relief as you emerge from the trees and up to the hilltop with the dilapidated mansion being worked on all the time by the various Mapaks and friends that you have. You see Ramses and Trent carrying some timber from the forest. The awakened saber-toothed tiger and Esmeralda, your previous sensei's tiger as well. Yes. Maybe. You never checked.
Well, we kind of a little bit rushed.
Yeah, the mountain exploding with a massive demon didn't help. Janassi, thank you so much.
Did not help.
It's dangerous to go alone, indeed. Thank you.
Oh, those are really cute. The little
Aren't they?
party things. Adorable.
That reminds me, I have an animated emote slot now. I need to make an animated one. What shall we make? Chat, what do you think? What should we make for our first animated slot? Should be an animated version of one of the existing ones or something new?
Ooh.
Choices.
Ooh.
Right,
okay.
It'll just be as sashaying, but that's just me.
Esmeralda sachet. Or is this where we get the little unfurling red carpet with runway bitches is too long for an emote.
Oh my goodness.
Kyle. Fabulous, but tricky
Someday.
to emotify. We have a vote for something new. Okay, we should
I agree.
ponder on that. Phoenix rising like a little blackbird from a pie. There we go. Phoenix from a dream pie. 24 phoenixes in a dream pie. Okay. So. There
Aww.
So, as yes, you arrive back, you are hailed and greeted by various forest folk and the clank, clank, clank of a little modron now on a wider patrol arc as is circling the entire mansion.
Gordon's responsibilities.
Edgar, I'm not sure you've engaged with this little modron yet.
Nope.
There's a little boxy metal thing with spindly legs and spindly arms and a little useless pair of wings on the back. And it's got these big eyes that kind of move independently of each other, like whirring around. And it carries a little rapier in its hand. And it's like clink, 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 clink. Just patrolling around the outskirts of the mansion. You blame your future brother-in-law for that one. Hey, Thamio. He did a catastrophic wild magic search. One of the results of which was a Modron being summoned into Barovia.
That's fun.
So, is there anything you'd like to do before bedding down and then getting ready tomorrow to set out, or are you all good? There are various people here that you could talk to. There are the forest folk. There are your various allies. Stella Wachters here, and the awakened tiger, saber-toothed tiger. And then there is the... I should go to the nice, friendly music now that we're in the safe safe confines of Argonvostholt. Okay, so and there are also a bevy of Aarakocra up on the 3rd floor with the Queen of Birds. You haven't actually made a formal introduction to the Queen of Birds, have you?
We probably need some kind of formal introduction, don't we? This is how things usually work. We send letters upstairs, we send letters downstairs. We go back and forth and arrange a meeting sometime in the distant future.
Robblejacks. Modrons and sentient creatures. How in the 9 hex did the former show up in the Domain of Dread? A natural 1 on a wild magic surge, which triggers 10 more. 10 rolls on the wild magic table, which one of them summoned a Modron. Now, usually when the Modron gets summoned by wild magic, after a short period of time, it bumps out again, but in the Domains of Dread, you cannot do that. So it was stuck here forever. The sentient saber-toothed tiger was brought here by Maren's one-shot evil character, who is a warlock of Strahd, who is out there somewhere in Barovia as well, and plunged through a portal from Icewind Dale. Yes, Icewind Dale.
But she was very nice to everyone she met.
By the way, on Tuesday, the Icewind Dale players met the silver dragon that killed the evil druid that awakened Trent.
Oh my goodness.
just you know, threads to pull on if you wish. Anywho, yes. So, the evening is yours.
Esmeralda,
Yes.
what do you believe Eric has gone to?
Well, you know, after being a statue for how many centuries? It's quite understandable if he wants to kind of rediscover the land that he used to know, isn't it? So if it doesn't come back for a while, I suspect that's probably what it is, just learning what's changed. It's not where he used to be. This isn't really his home, is it, anymore? Everyone he knew is gone.
That is a fair viewpoint, I suppose.
Why? What did you think?
I do not know. I'm not aware of where he could have gone. As far as things in my head, I'm scared of some other things about our future endeavor.
What are you scared of?
As well, like a flash of the mountain goat also appears.
A menacing bear.
Evil.
Now, with that being said, Esmeralda, this journey we will be taking next day, next sunrise, towards the Emperor Temple. All we have are the forewarnings. There could be more there. We aren't quite aware of the dangers.
If we're just forearmed, at least we have some idea what awaits us, you know, werewolves and goats.
Nay, you're right, little one.
We can't do anything about it anymore, so we're going regardless, aren't we?
That is correct. I can agree with that.
What do you know about this goat, anyway? First time I've heard of it.
But an old tale of rumors from other Mapak that it is but stories, and you can tell there's like a little sweat. Like, you know,
Well, the song that you know perhaps would help us. I mean, even dismal stories often truth tells old stories. Not be silly.
Fair. Sorry, John. What was the name of the mountain goat one more time?
It was
Sangzor.
Sangzor, which means
Exterminator.
bloodhorn. Yes. I got some. There's some great music.
One really mostly goat arm.
There's some great music in one of the sound sets from a French computer game called Sang Froid, which is cold blood. Cool vampire game.
All I know is that about the possible power and strength of Sangzor, but we only have to worry about it if we ever even come across such a mountain goat.
Big if.
Yeah.
Big if. Picked my curiosity. I'm a monster hunter by trade, and this is a new one. I'd like to know what I'm getting into if I can. There's a lot of old stories in my time.
I understand. And, well, before sleep tonight, I can tell you the stories that I've heard about Sangzor.
I like that very much.
Yes.
Story time! As loves a good bedtime story.
Okay. So, anything else before you take your long rest? Not that you particularly need it. Nothing. Just a big RP day yesterday.
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Okay. So yeah, dinner is served, and everyone is happy to have you here 2 nights in a row.
Yay!
And
so are we.
And a pleasant evening is spent within the protecting lights of the beacon of Argynvost, forever illuminating the sky. I think you have to put some pretty heavy curtains in your rooms. It's just bright light all the time. God damn it! You, by the way, Edgar, you do have that on your sheet, right? Have you got the beacon of Argynvost thing that Michael made? The magic item.
Oh, it's not in my inventory. I need to open it.
What's it called again, Ez?
Have
you got it? You haven't even got it.
No, I think I just added them manually.
Oh, you did it manually? Okay. Yeah, because remember, Michael made something to do it automatically.
Oh, I think I ever got that, actually.
Let me try and find it for you, Edgar.
Okay.
Because it automatically it gives you like bonuses to various things.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Sorry, you should have
Very
heard that this
nice
whole
indeed.
time. It's affecting all good people in Barovia at the moment. So
Means you're good.
perhaps. Nope, this is not under beacon. What was it called? Argynvost. Nope. Damn it. Michael, what did you call it?
Michael.
Anyway, we'll find it later. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you can tell us.
Yeah, I can just tell you. Yes. Novel idea. Everyone, don't become too dependent on D&D Beyond.
Those who want their character pages, it's in his character page.
Argynvost. There we go. I'm trying to think which part it would be under. Beacon. There we go. The beacon of Argynvost. Okay. Lighting the beacon. So, Edgar, the good news. While the beacon shines, characters and other creatures that oppose Strahd gain a +1 to their AC and saving throws. All of them. As long as you remain in Barovia. Hey, Rubblejack, thanks for the hydrate.
I think I only have the saving throws.
Yeah, +1 AC and +1. Oh, not more. You've got enough.
I also believe about the beacon. No.
18. There's plenty. It's plenty. No.
More though.
Yes. All of the AC, please.
All of these.
Yes, you get +1 to AC, +1 to all saving throws, and that's it. That was the other thing. It chills out all the revenants as well.
Where do I find it?
Which is good. I'm sorry.
How can I add it?
I'm not sure because I can't find what it was written. I was reading from the module.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's
Oh,
fine.
good. I'll just add in my AC manually, I guess. Oh, no, I have it already. Never mind.
You have.
I did
Okay.
add it manually.
Nice. Yeah, I think if you click on each one, you can plus
A
one.
mere 18. Yeah.
Oh, it was 18 with that. Okay.
Yeah.
So it was a mere 17 before.
It was a mere 17.
It's okay. I can't remember which campaign. Maybe it was Firemore and Descent into Avernus at like 22 or something. It was like, ugh.
Nice.
It's ridiculous. Bring out the Cobalt Press monster books and all the nasty monsters. Okay, so you may click that long rest button, although I don't think it will do anything at the moment.
It's the principle of the thing.
Yeah, right. It was earned regardless.
Exactly.
And the next
I'm
morning,
going to take blankly to the corner, because I can.
yes. The next morning, you receive little leaf-wrapped bundles of goodies from the various Mapak
I
to
got snacks.
take with you.
I love your friends, Edgar.
And at least the majority of the journey will be possible by your wagon, Esmeralda.
Oh, great.
And you don't have to worry about the horses suffering up in the cold when you have to leave. Excuse me, when you have to leave it behind.
They'll
Just
be fine.
Bamf them out of there.
Yep. I don't mind. We've done it before.
Are you doing any adjustments to your wagon, or are you leaving it as is? Because it's always something we kind of tease about, like someone setting off by mistake. But I mean, you could just disarm it. Just empty everything that's valuable and just disarm it.
I presumably have quarters in Argynvostholt. I think if I had somewhere safe to stay, which I hadn't before, being wandering Eastania with the wagon.
That's the reason.
I would have
reason
left
you
it
had the
on
baby
there.
shops. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think at this point, the benefits of having my friends not explode by accident outweigh the benefits of having all my valuables in one place.
Right.
So
Fair comment. Yeah, I think any adventuring gear or like anti-vampire stuff and stuff that you
I have a bunch of stuff in that wagon.
Yeah, there's loads of stuff in there. Yeah. So that's
so
all.
I don't know if you want to put that into
there,
my inventory or
other
like.
things. I mean, you could create a wagon section in your inventory and have it separate, and then it won't count towards your encumbrance and stuff.
Yeah. I may.
Yeah, I like that edition from D&D Beyond at the moment. So you got
stuff.
all that stuff going on.
I think like random things like pans.
Right, okay, so you are waved off by a group of friendly well-wishers and start to make your way towards the Raven River Crossroads.
Oh, dokie.
So-
Time.
Off you go. Zoop. You head on over there. And yeah, Esmeralda, you kind of look fondly towards the Wizard's Tower as you pass the turning to Lake Baratok there. But it is a new road that you are set to travel as you head onto that southern road for the first time, I believe.
My Vistani heart is happy.
Yeah, the road less traveled. Where is? There we go. I just want to read the description here as we come past once more. Yeah, as you come past the various exits from this scattered crossroads, you see this weather-worn signpost next to the road. The three arms of the sign point along the three branches of the road, going off in different directions here. The arm pointing north reads Kresk and leads to the abbey and the monastery and the mountain village in that direction, where the spirit of a certain bride of Strahd is residing, with Strahd's brother spirit at the moment. And then through the woods you can see the arching stone bridge which leads in that direction, spanning the Raven River. The arm pointing east reads Valaki, as you well know, and the road slopes up gradually in that direction. Then the arm pointing southwest reads the Wizard of Wines, and is pointing off in that direction. But it is before any of those that you want to make your turn, and you swing the horses round and make the journey down towards the south and towards the ever climbing, not so gently, fairly steeply climbing road as it starts to cling to the edges of the mountainside and clamber up towards the southern reaches, where you have seen these snow-capped mountains far off in the distance so many times before. Anything you would like to talk about on the way?
The horses are fine, don't worry about them. They don't mind the slope at all.
Ah, well, how splendid. That's good to know. Thank you for giving me that. Yeah. Don't understand why I've been more nervous than usual. Usually doesn't affect me too much, but that's put me more at ease as normal.
Oh, right. Thank you.
Bad timing. No, we're okay. Thank you.
You good?
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. Okay. So as the road leaves the woods and they start to rise up actually above the level of the trees, you get this magnificent view across the valley of Barovia, and you see the far hills where the road from Valaki carries on to the east, rises up to those mysterious gates up atop the hilltops over there, and beyond that, as you gradually gain more and more altitude, you do spy off in the distance, probably very similar to my background here, the towers of Castle Ravenloft clawing at the cloudy sky above. But it is not the ominous sight it once was. As you know, residing in there is your friend, Lady Vanta Blackspire. And
Not just anything for the decor.
no, it's still spooky. It's still very spooky. But yes, you wonder how she's doing as you regard the castle in the far distance. And
With happy ravens. Surely.
disappears from view as you round the shoulder in the mountains and continue on your way. You don your cold weather clothing because it does get very, very cold. And patches of snow starts to become more and more prevalent. And as you reach the upper slopes around about here on our map, let's zoom in a little bit more. As you reach the slopes up the top of the mountains there, spying down into the headwaters of the river through the flooded town of Berez, which you can see at the end of that dotted path over here. You see the headwaters of the river that flows down, the one that Strahd used to flood and destroy the town of Berez, for whatever reasons he had for doing that. And you start to climb, and it's at this point that the patches of snow cease being separate and scattered here and there and actually become joined, and the entire mountainside is cloaked in crisp white snows, which is actually quite refreshing. All the gloom and stuff have such a vibrant color, vibrant as well. It's such a crisp, clear, defined color. After all the the greys and shadows of the woods. As you continue, oops, that was just Edgar. Sorry, Edgar. Split the party.
Just yeet you out of the wagon. Never liked you anyway.
As you make your way through this snowy, elevated terrain, you spy something ahead. Something that you may have spied in our opening screen.
Oh god, there's a head!
One word. and you spot something barring the way as you arrive at a high pass and bridge with a gatehouse, at which point we can leave this map and head to another.
Was there a friendly guard standing at the gatehouse, waiting with some hot tea?
You're a bit far away.
Oh god, I'm lost in the Oh, here we go. It's loading.
Oh.
Side view. This is very pretty.
Yeah, that's what you can actually see there.
We saw that art early, didn't we?
There you go.
Right.
Yeah, that's the James's RPG art animated one. That was one that was in the opening screen. So there you are, little teeny babies. There are 5-foot squares on the map, so you can move as you would normally and measure as normal. But
perfect.
the maps the actual drawn ones on the map are 10 feet each.
Okay.
Which is why you're teeny tiny. So, as you make your way along the path here, this mountain top trek, the map here is skewed. Left is north, okay? It is turned anti-clockwise, one turn of the wheel. So to the north of you, on your left, the mountain rises steeply, but to the south, on your right, it drops even steeper and disappears into a sea of fog as you approach a gatehouse. The shelf of rock on which the mountain road clings grows narrow. To your left, the icy cliffs rise sharply towards dark, rolling clouds. To your right, the ground falls away into a sea of fog. Ahead, through the wind and snow... Actually, we're not in the woods anymore. Sorry. Here we go. Let's get that wind and snow in here. There we go. Okay. So, as the wind and snow blusters and blows around you, you spy a high wall of black stone, lined with spikes and topped with 2 statues of demonic vulture-like creatures with horned heads, hideous gargoyles. Set in the center of the wall is a closed iron portcullis, behind which burns a curtain of green flame. On the other side of the dark wall, gripping the mountain's edge, is a guard tower of white stone, topped by golden statues of mighty warriors. Which is what you can see in that side-on view, which I shall show to the people at home. There you go, folks. That is the view that you have, but with snow and things obscuring it rather heavily. And let me try and grab that James's RPG out for you in a handout, see if I can make that. See if the bandwidth will allow me to upload. Okay, so what would you like to do?
Is there any sign of life? Or unlife, for that matter?
The only movement you can see is that green flame dancing in the portcullis.
Green flame!
That one, yeah.
Can I... choices.
No, as it says in the flavor text there, it is getting narrower and narrower, and you do think your wagon might have to cease and desist.
Oh, can I direct the horses still up? No. Yeah, never mind. Get the horses off to the side, like kind of close to the cliff edge. So, actually, is there kind of a shelter against the wall where they kind of? Well, the horses doesn't matter, but like, where at least the wagon could be a little bit out of the wind or the snow, whatever.
I mean, like up next to the gatehouse, definitely.
But I get that far. Well, then I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, you could probably get to the gatehouse, but I think the actual passageway through the wall is too narrow.
Okay. I'll just leave here then, it's fine. Nobody else is using the sword anyways, right? Probably fine. Not a lot of traffic through here. If I can try to edge off the side a little bit. If there's any problem with the ice and snow, I can cast firebolts to get the snow out of the way.
True.
But I probably wouldn't want to draw too much attention to myself yet until we have a better idea of what we're looking into up ahead. What's the range on these things? 30 feet? 30 feet.
Went pretty quiet for a while there, Charlie. Maybe it's just that.
cast. It's too early in the morning for that. Screw it. I'm just.
Curious.
I'm
what
gonna
was
try
that?
and sneak up. I'm gonna sneak up close as sneakily as I can and investigate around the gatehouse.
Noted.
I assume I'm covered in snow at this point, anyways, from sitting in front of the wagon. So extra.
Pretty
Can I get an advantage for being covered in snow and hard to see?
Well, just the conditions are tough anyway. So yes,
Yay!
stealth
I roll?
check. Stealth check with advantage.
Yay! 23.
Nice. Edgar, what you doing? Same.
Yeah, I'm gonna be falling behind Esmeralda. With that's going to be 18.
18.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. So, you make your way towards, like, clinging to the left side along the cliff face. Trying to hide amongst the snow and things there. And yeah, please, you have control there, I believe.
You trying to kind of keep on the left-hand side of the road. I don't want to get closer to the steep, reasonably slippery edge than I have to.
The yeah, that picture over on the right shows you the top of the gatehouse.
Okay.
That's the big, gargoyle type things.
And as I'm looking, can I try and see if there's any kind of... Have there been any footprints recently that indicate this place is visited with
Okay.
since the last time it snowed, or...
Make a survival check.
Ooh, I'm not used to those. 23! Yeah!
23?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thanks.
Because that's such a high roll, there are footprints. Humanoid, booted, like boots.
Ask what kind of footprints are they? Okay.
Strange 10-toed things. No.
Oh god.
No.
Someone's just wearing ridiculous shoes.
There are
With the toe shoes with too
there
many
are
toes.
there are boot prints, but they're not particularly fresh. They're starting to fill in with snow.
Okay.
But it's not snowing so heavily that they must be quite recent. It's snowing gently and
Okay.
blustering around the wind, and the snow is it's so cold up here. The snow is really fine and powdery, so it doesn't settle very well.
How large are the boot prints and in what direction are they going?
Towards the gatehouse, like directly towards the portcullis, and
Someone was walking out there by themselves. Just was it a prince?
Yep, seems that way.
Okay. Sorry, carry on.
That's fine. And that's where you're standing at the moment. You're going to continue like following those prints and investigating. Okay,
Yes.
so you carry on walking forward. There's a very interesting thing. Right about where you're standing right now, a second pair of boot prints joins the first and
flying.
stays together for about 10 steps and then disappears again.
No, it's flying. Probably. Okay. I look up. Do I see anything if I look up?
Swirling clouds and snow.
Not entirely reassuring. Okay, well.
Is everything all right, Esmeralda?
I suspect you might be in the... I'm saying the mood for some airwolves. We're not in the mood for airwolves. We're never in the mood for airwolves. But they might be not in the menu either. What's the item I'm going for? There may be some airwolves in the vicinity. I don't know how to speak anymore. Airwolves are probably happening. Look at these prints. What else can you think of that would walk for 10 feet only? I mean, it doesn't have to be airwolves necessarily, but anything with boots? Airwolves have boots, right?
They look, yeah, that's one thing that maybe suggests they're not airwolves, is they are booted.
Yeah, that's true. Never mind, not airwolves. Unless they're airwolves with boots. You don't know.
Yes,
Something flying nearby.
They could be fashionable wolves, yes.
What flies and wears boots?
It goes, oh, I love riddles.
In black and white, not all over.
Sits down in the road.
All right. Well, if one of them is still going to the gatehouse, I suppose, is there light on it in there anymore? Or does it go straight through? Can we tell?
I mean, the green flame is burning bright.
Green flame.
Inside, nothing. No.
Okay. Is this green flame burning aggressively?
No. It looks like it just looks like a green bonfire, but like it's like
Okay.
a curtain of flame across the entrance.
Oh,
there.
across. Oh, I thought it was just like in a brazier or something. Okay.
No, it's
brazier.
left, side to side, inside in the way through the gatehouse.
Okay. Well, I guess you go up and like knock. Is do you have to get all? I don't know how this works. Hello.
Okay. So yeah, you stand forward there, and as you move within 10 feet, the portcullis. The music kicked in. I see that as well. That wasn't. That wasn't. I just played a sound effect for the portcullis.
Oh, wow, okay.
The portcullis rises up into the space above, and it is open, and you just see the green flame burning.
I feel like good customer service are extremely ominous.
I suppose we are welcome then.
Well, I don't really want to get stuck between the portcullis and the flame.
You know, quite a fair point there, Esmeralda. Shall we continue?
Is there like a side door inside? Where do the guards stay?
Perhaps in the tower that you saw beyond. There's nothing
behind.
in the walls here. Yeah.
I cast prestidigitation on it. Can I put it out? Probably not.
It is not a natural fire, it seems. No.
Can I throw some snow on it?
You throw some snow, and it melts immediately.
Okay, well at least we know that it's hot. You learned a thing.
It probably it melts and evaporates as well.
Just
Instant steam.
Esmeralda,
I
if,
could probably throw you over, but I'm not sure about me.
well, here, let me try one thing real quick. And Sporlax kind of like pops out after Edgar pats his head. Like, Sporlax need one of those. Grabs one of the.
What's great? Oh,
Little-
fuck! Now it's cold up here. Where are we?
My cat jumped and like took the headphones out of my ears.
Where the hell have you brought me, Edgar? I was having a nice light lie-in, and I woken up and it's bloody freezing.
Oh, it's okay, Sporlax. Go back in and warm yourself up. I just needed this one thing, one
What?
component from you.
What? That's what you're doing?
Yeah. So he's gonna use it and cast some magic with it and blow the dust over the green flames and cast Dispel Magic.
Ah. Okay. So I need you to make a spell check. So a d20 plus 5, if
Interesting.
you'd be so
Okay.
kind.
That's going to be 24.
Ooh,
19.
nice.
19. Okay. As you see Esmeralda, you see Edgar blow these kind of spores out, and it dissipates through the air, and they're caught by the wind that's kind of howling and swirling around here. And as they hit the barrier of flame in front of you, it sputters, sparkles, and dies.
That's a neat trick. You solved our problem there.
I now kind of regret putting out the fire that was keeping me warm, but
I cast prestidigitation on your furs, and they're now up to a cubic foot of them are now warm for an hour.
hey,
If that helps.
yes.
Maybe if your hat isn't alive, I could do your hat instead. I could do 3 of these things. 3 cubic feet of your choice are now
would you
warm
like?
for an hour.
What would you like to do?
Walk through, I guess. Does the portcullis seem like it's going to slam on our heads if we try to go underneath it?
It's retracted into the ceiling above.
Somersault roll. Just dive through. Hwacha!
Go for it.
Yeah. They roll acrobatics.
Edgar, what are you doing?
I'm watching Esmeralda roll under this gate.
I'm rolling. I got 22 in
Let's just see what
acrobatics check. I
happens.
do a fantastic somersault
Okay,
dive roll.
Move on through.
Yeah.
I see Esmeralda
Not
do
good,
all
I
that.
guess.
I'm too old for that, and I just walk through.
And stop right there, please, because I timed it. A minute passed, and the flame comes back.
Oh, okay.
Well, could you do that again? I'm glad I can help you.
I was very kind. I even prompted you, like, so what are you doing? As you were just like sat there chatting.
Isn't that nice?
La la la.
Oh,
Yes, it
whoops.
seems to only suppress it for a short time.
Whoops.
Well, now that I'm on this
Apologies,
side, can I investigate? Is like a switch somewhere? A button that can press that says
okay.
on off.
Give me a perception check.
I will.
Looking for something there.
15.
15. Not that you can tell. It seems to be just a magical barrier. You can see the door there, right? There's a door in the tower.
Ah, yes. The footprints lead to the door in the tower.
Say again, sorry?
The footprints lead to the door in the tower.
They do. Yes, they do. Hara Pickle. Hello. It's interesting to see a Japanese
Hanapeko.
Japanese username. Hello to you. Welcome.
Yeah.
Irashai, irashai. Yokoso. Yokoso Phoenix Waki e. Dozo, yukuri tanashinde kudasai. There is a different kind of fun to be had with a small group adventure, yes. It's slightly forced upon us, but yes. It's
If I
enjoyable,
sneak up
nonetheless.
the door, can I is there light inside, or can I hear anything, any movement inside, or any indication that it's currently occupied, or that someone didn't just fly off the top of the roof?
Okay, I'll go with that same perception check. Yeah, there's no sound from within. Within.
Well,
Edgar, what you doing?
Edgar will take the cast a spell magic again.
Okay, roll me a d20.
come on, buddy.
I think you do a natural one.
You can do it.
16.
Okay, that's meets it, beats it, as the phrase goes.
Yes.
And it does recede once more, and this time you quickly
Oh, wait.
pan through. Yes, use the spell slots. Use them all. Okay.
How could you?
So the path continues ahead along this precipitous thing, and you do see round the corner, around the shoulder of the mountain there, which you couldn't really see from your viewpoint before, there is another set of towers with statues on top, leading to a bridge across a very deep gorge.
No green flames, so
ahead of
that's
you.
good.
Not in that direction, no, on just the one green flame. And then, as I said, there's this tower next to you. Yeah.
Yeah. As we move along, I mean, do you want to look in the gatehouse, Edgar? The footprints lead in there. We don't know there's anybody in there.
They lead in that direction from where you're standing. Yeah.
Well, I suppose it would be dangerous to not see what's created those footprints if it's around here while we explore.
True.
We can enter the gatehouse.
Nice.
How?
Oh,
Do you want to just knock?
ハルペコは D&D 始まったばっかりよ。よくぞ世界一楽しい趣味へ。
でしょ
Sorry, everyone. Speak more Japanese than Scarlet now. I hope you're having a fantastic time here at Peko. It is a fab hobby, and we play it rather a lot. So do give us a follow if you want to catch up and watch all the different various games. Lots of different playing styles and folks that we have here.
Serio?
I will watch this distribution and learn from it. That's Max have translated. Okay, so are we going to the tower or continuing on?
I mean, if you want to look in the gatehouse or the tower,
Gatehouse and
we can
Harriers.
either knock, or you can try and sneak in.
Mhm.
I mean, what kind of person do you think would be landing on one side of the green flames, walking through the green flames, and then into the gatehouse instead of just landing next to the gatehouse? What do you think?
Yeah.
ハルペコ、私は日本語上手だよ。もう22年日本に住んでるから。
He has an excuse.
もうしばらくこっちに住んでるから結構覚えましたぞ。nice to meet a Japanese D&D player though. Sorry, everyone, excuse me. Everyone else is like, okay. What? Sorry, excuse brief soaring into Dragonborn speak. Draconic for a while.
Right, well,
エスメラルダも日本に住んでたよ。もともと。
5年間。
5年間。
そうだったよ。とにかく、gatehouse tower.
Not doing a bilingual stream now. Come on.
Yeah.
Let us help Harupeco learn some English.
Yes, let's
Although
go
their
to
English is
the
very good.
tower.
If they are indeed Japanese.
If they are. It's not been established.
Now, by the way, as you get there, the blueprints do go into the door and then leave again.
Oh, that's great.
And
And then we go.
the ones leaving are fresher than the ones going in. So it looks like maybe someone took shelter.
Lovely. Let's go and take some shelter.
Yes.
Can I open the door?
That's nice.
As you make your way over, you see the tower door is made of iron-bound wood. And you're just going to try it?
Let's look at the kind of place that you would knock.
You're going to get knock. Tap, tap, tap.
No knock.
A chap. Quick little chap. As our friend Michael would say. You do give it a little rat-a-tat-tat on the door. There is no answer.
I just walk in that case. Or I try.
It is barred or locked or something. It is
Rude.
You cannot open it.
Well, I will try to.
Okay. Give me an athletics check, please.
Can I just... do I have like a lockpick or
let
something I
me-
can use?
There is not
Oh.
a keyhole.
As well as you're about to perform this feat, guidance. Give me a-
Hey.
My muscles bulge!
Raw.
Okay,
Strong
so
Pakistani.
athletics. Alright, it's terrible, so that's that plus another d4. I'm probably pretty good, actually.
Good luck.
19?
Okay. You slam with a pretty impressive
Ah!
hit into the door, and it does not budge, I'm afraid.
Hmm.
You
Luckily, my
bruise your
manliness is not
shoulders.
challenged. Ow!
Esmeralda,
Yes.
do I see? Is there like a keyhole basically? Like
Afraid not.
no keyhole.
Mm.
Any cracks that I can see in the door, or like maybe on the
window.
wall?
I mean, there are no windows on this side. It's unfortunately, but it does go up to the floors above. There is a window on your side in the second floor.
How climbable does it look?
Is it a window? Hang on. It looks like an opening. Let me read and double check.
I have a climber's kit. I'll try and climb it.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can.
Yay.
So, there is. Yeah, it's weird. It looks like it's open on your side. Let's say there used to be a window there, but it's busted. So yeah. Can you just read for me what Climbers Kit does?
Yes, it includes special buttons, boot tips, gloves, and a harness.
Harupeco, there's only one American here. Thank you very much. That one in the middle is American. There's a Canadian down the bottom and an expat British guy up here. Well, pretty much Japanese. Oh, they were playing first edition back in 1980. Nice.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, D&D's been around longer than me. Surprise, surprise. Only just. Okay, so.
Yeah, so you can use. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, please read it for me. Yeah.
You can use the climber's kit as an action to anchor yourself. When you do, you can't fall more than 25 feet from the point where you anchored yourself, and you can't climb more than 25 feet away from that point without undoing the anchor.
Okay.
But I do have things, gloves, and harness. Doesn't say anything about bonuses for climbing things like actually, but
I think the I think it gives you the ability to climb, like if you're using it properly, right? You climb up, and yeah, it gives you. I think you have to go at half speed, right? It doesn't give you a climbing speed. It's not quite that extreme, but
I'm okay with that.
So yeah, I found there's a good way to do this. Yeah, I just looked at the dynamic lighting there. There isn't anything. There isn't like a door or anything blocking that opening on the second floor, so it must be open.
Not that there's a door on the second floor.
Yeah, just into nothing.
Good luck, guys.
I'm leaving. Ah! Okay, so you use your climber's kit. Edgar, you have one too. One was purchased for you as well.
Yes.
Yes.
And so that there's two of you are just like Mission Impossible, up the wall here towards this opening, and I shall do you the favour of removing this. There it is.
Well,
if you look to the north, you can move yourselves over there. Please just move yourself over the huge drop. It'll be fine.
Ooh. Oh, here we go. Hey. Can I just jump right in?
Yeah, just go just in the doorway. I'll move you over. It's up here. Up
Okay.
Here.
Oh.
Oh, it's up
here,
there.
Okay. Yeah, this is the second floor here.
Oh, this is very empty. Okay.
Wee.
I found a ladder, Edgar.
So yeah,
Is it going up or down?
Sorry, everybody at home.
Up.
This is where they have climbed up to. So you climb up to this broken window and clamber through, just kind of moving a few shards out of the way, and you discover yourself on the upper floor. The upper level of the tower is an icebox with windows set in almost every wall. A rusted iron ladder bolted to the floor and ceiling leads up to a wooden trapdoor. Mounted above a stone hearth on the far wall that you can see there is a direwolf's head. The wind coming down the chimney howls in its stead.
Okay, well, I guess if it's a wolf head, then probably there aren't any wolves living yet. Since it's a rather tasteless option if you're a wolf.
Sudden noisy sudden.
Okay.
It's quite loud, everyone. Sorry. So
I guess
you see stairs, stairs leading down. I'm not sure why it's. There is clearly, like, from the the shape of the outside and the inside there. There's clearly a stairwell that's walled off next to you there, Edgar. If you move over to this end of things, you think you might be able to see it.
Oh yeah, some stairs.
Right. So yeah, there are stairs going down there, down to the ground floor.
Let's go up.
You climber up the ladder.
Yeah.
I love how the dynamic lighting is just like sunburst. Okay, so yes, you start to clamber up, and you're very happy for the gloves that this cold weather kit comes with, as the icy
my hand stuck.
The icy ladder, is absolutely
my childhood.
freezing cold. Definitely a Canadian experience.
Yeah.
Oh, Erginus, thank you, gifting that sub to our new friend Harapickle. Welcome in, Harapickle. Pickle. Okay, and that leads you over here. It's just slowly revealing the map here. So, who's that doing nice things? Thank you for the follow, Harapickle. I'll give you an invite to our Discord later on, and everyone there. Okay, so I'll bring you up here. So yeah, the trapdoor is closed but not fastened. I think there's like a bolt on your side, so you kind of unbolt that and swing it open. Let's use this. Which is not going to be ominous in any way whatsoever. I'm sure. Here it comes. You reach up slowly, slide back the bolts, and push open the trapdoor. And immediately
1,000 bodies fall down upon you from the ceiling.
1,000. It was packed like 20 deep, 100 deep up there. No, I think you would have seen that from outside. You are
Very
immediately
small, I don't know.
You're immediately buffeted by stronger winds as you emerge onto the flat top of the tower. Sorry, I forget to moving the map. Sorry, everybody. There you go. They have clambered up there. And as you peer about, you see these 10-foot-tall gold-plated statues standing atop the battlements, facing outward. Each one depicts a female human knight holding a lance. And some of the insignia and stuff is reminiscent of Eric's insignia, the Order of the Silver Dragon. And you remember he did mention that the Order of the Silver Dragon was pledged to protect this Amber Temple from evildoers heading in that direction. As the cold wind blusters and blows around you, the powdery snow stirs, and underneath you see human skeletons clad in rusty mail.
Are they holding rusty lances?
Not lances, no. But there are some very useless-looking weapons.
Okay.
There are 4 skeletons.
Do they think they died violently? Are there large holes in their skulls or broken bones?
As you look, you find remains of tattered bits of cloth, broken longbows and arrows, rusted blades, and ruined sheaths, and rusty chainmail. It's like, do not try and loot this. Apparently.
Well, it just sounds like it's old, honestly.
Yeah, ancient.
Why would they?
You think they had a much rougher period of time than Eric had.
Yeah, I think so.
Basically, it just looks like the guards that, they manned their post until they were done.
If we look out towards the gates to to the east, what can we see? Actually, if you see anything in the sky, based on this vantage point, what is there to observe, perceive, even?
There's scary music to preserve. You're still quite. You're not that far up on the map. You're vertically up from where the tower was, so you're still quite a long way away.
Up?
And the snow is, blizzarding and swirling around to make things very difficult to see, I'm afraid. But
I'll make a dark tower then.
You can see the shadow of a bridge spanning a gorge, which disappears rapidly below.
There's a bridge.
And on that nearby, gate onto the bridge, you can see those 2 statues that are immediately near where you are now. And that's
also lancers, it looks like.
Is that two horse-mounted figures facing each other towards the interior of the archway.
Okay. Esmeralda. Question. Would you like for us to have a little friend to have some extra assistance?
I love little friends.
Oh.
Come on, we talked about your Shabakri showing. Come
on. I have a little friend, but I have 2 little friends here. In fact, I'm happy to have more.
So as soon as you say you're happy to have little friends, you're like, oh, how splendid, and then immediately necrotic crackling comes out, as he
wow,
channels it through into one of the skeletons.
Oh my god!
Cast animate
I
dead.
did not see this coming.
Oh right. Noted. Skeleton. Just a regular skeleton, right?
It's cool. We're still cool, right, Arcanibus?
Here you go. Hello. Okay, so one of the skeletons animates and shakily rises to its feet, rusted chainmail clinking in the wind as it whistles through its ribcage.
Hello there, friend.
Cannot talk. So,
I don't really know how necrotic magic works.
Hello, little one.
What would you like to do?
Does it look like you climbed down a ladder?
Okay.
Going back inside. It seems fairly dexterous. All its finger bones are intact.
Lovely.
Okay, so clambering back down inside.
Maybe try and squeeze out some of the less damaged looking chainmail and sort of fit it out as best as possible.
It's
just rotted to no point.
Centuries old.
I wasn't thinking for me. I was thinking for it, the least terrible of the bunch. But okay. All right.
Just gonna come back down here.
Suppose so. Don't really see much. So
So you clamber back down the ladder and just marvel at the skeletons like as it comes back down. You're gonna go down the stairs or back out the
I
front door?
suppose so. It's not because you haven't been to yet.
Yep.
Down the stairs.
Okay. Let me just teleport you over
The
there.
rest of this is quite empty.
Oh, stand still. Esmeralda, get back there. I've lost you. I don't even know where you went. Where did you go?
I didn't go anywhere. Oh, where did I go? Where did you?
I
What
know
have you
you
done with me? Where's my body? I'm
Everyone,
lost in the mist.
search the map. Where did Esmeralda glitch
I
out
literally
to?
don't see it. Oh, now my screen's flipping out. I guess I'm way to the south based on my dynamic lighting. Like way beyond the map.
Can't see you.
I can like I scroll down to the bottom.
I'm
Like
just
very
gonna
bottom.
bring a new one.
Yeah, because like I can see the buttons, the bottom, but I can't actually with my character.
Here you go.
What
There's a
happened to
new
me?
one.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm...
Okay, so as
What actually happened is Esmeralda died suddenly and got this back to her clone.
you clamber
You
down the
never knew.
steps to the ground floor, you see a cold hearth standing across from the door, which is barred very stoutly
Oh,
on the
that's what
side,
happened.
and the wind howling down
How
the
did it-
chimney. The stone
did it-
staircase you've just come down, and then there are 3 windows looking out over that foggy sea, the
I did
precipice.
get out and then bar the door behind it. Did you get out through the window?
Maybe.
And I unbolt the door because I just feel very angry about this whole thing. I'm unbolting the door.
Okay, so you unbar the door and you head through.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, an adventure this way, but I believe you by this way, damn it.
I will use this damn door.
I go by.
Sirenscape, chill. Okay.
I rolled a 19.
There you go. It is open.
Yeah.
Right, you can get through it.
I'm busy being angry about the door. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you make your way back out to the slopes there. Just use this. This might work. All the wind and snow is too subtle. Be noisier, wind and snow. Okay, so yes, you open the door and it creaks open, and you make your way out. I have something for that. Here you go. Thank you. Okay, and
Like
you
Resident Evil, the little door. Like every time.
and yeah, you make your way out onto the snowy track once more, and there are those slightly fresher boot prints leading east up
All right.
on the map. So
Well, only one way forward, I suppose.
Yes, I believe so. Quite. Nothing to be found quite yet.
Nothing except for little friends. I didn't know you were practicing with the necromantic arts. Is this a recent thing, or just a power you've been hiding this whole time? Because
Oh,
should I
nay,
be?
little one. It comes naturally from magic, the necromantic arts.
interesting.
That's
Comes naturally to you. I see.
Oh, you've got it, Harapeko. Nice. Yeah, this is
Yes.
Harapeko. This is something called Sirenscape. It's all the music and the sound effects is from that. It's really good.
Great, right?
Yeah, it's so good. So, as you exit the tower, the road ahead is cut out of the mountainside, rising steeply to your left and falling away sharply to the right. Mist and snow greatly reduce visibility, and the howling wind cuts through you like a knife.
Ow. More furs.
Yes, you bundle even tighter, and
Yeah.
yeah, make your way forward.
Sticking to the left.
Okie doke. I'll catch the skeleton up when it's.
He's just standing there like, where are you
Now,
guys going?
Can you
Why
stop?
shouldn't be anywhere else?
Can you stop there, please, Esmeralda? And Edgar, go up next to her.
Yep.
And put your skelly
Giant
boy over
avalanche.
here.
Oh god.
No, not Icendale. It's okay. Now, as you make your way over and towards the bridge that you saw ahead, you hear a noise, even above the howling wind, and you look up the slope to your left, and grey fur blending perfectly with the rock of the mountainside, as you hear a a 9-foot-tall goat stands atop the crag above you. It lowers its head, malice glimmering in its eyes, and your passive perception is good enough you are not surprised, but it does charge down the slope towards you. And let me switch this up a little bit. Here it comes.
Oh god. Oh god.
So just the last ending bit, just like, meh. All right. God, sorry, I love that so much, I'm listening to it again. Here it comes, here it comes. You ready, everyone?
Oh.
Incoming. Wait. There you go. Oh, that was an evil one. Okay.
Esmeralda, the stories are true.
Edgar, what's happened to our lives? Oh god,
There
it's
is.
massive. Why?
Now, let me roll the d6 here.
I didn't come this far to be headbutted off a cliff by a goat.
Speaking of, Esmeralda, it comes charging towards you. Its horns lowered and makes a charging attack.
Okay.
And
Can I roll to get out of the way?
just a moment. Okay, so yes, it slams into you with its attack there, and oh yes, 18
No.
meets it, beats it.
Wait, can I cast shield?
Not with the sudden appearance of this.
Damn it.
Okay, so this giant goat, the Sangzor of myth and legend, comes leaping down the hillside, slamming into you. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. 15?
15. Okay. You are just impacted against as it charges into you, and you are thrown to the very edge of the precipice and prone on the ground, but you pass the saving throw. So you dig in your hands and grab onto any rocks and into the ice and snow that's in the path here, and you do not go over the edge and fall 100 feet.
Lovely. I am very pleased with this
good.
thing that has just happened. Lovely.
But you do take that 12 bludgeoning damage.
All rage damage. So angry.
As it
not feeling
comes
I'm damaging.
charging down. I know Albert in A, right? Getting attacked by a goat in our real life is not good. No fun. Terrifying. Yeah, I can imagine. Right, okay. So, my friends. Sorry to leave it on such a thing. To leave it on a literal cliffhanger, as Esmeralda is dangling on the edge of the precipice here, as the evil, terrifying Sangzor has attacked you from the hillsides above, and as battle is joined here, we, I'm afraid, are going to leave Barovia for a week, and we will be coming back soon, though, as we continue our adventure. Here it comes again. Watch out. As we return once more next time. Yeah, indeed. Okay. Let's try this one. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to my two lovely players here. It is always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
And thank everyone over there in chat. It's been a pleasure meeting some new people and seeing some old friends as well. Welcome on in, everybody. Thank you for the follows. I will give you that Discord invite, and we hope to see you again very soon. We have our giveaway from CZRPG going on. If you are not already, please consider jumping in that and getting yourself some fabulous Ravenloft encounter goodness for use in anything, because it's one shots. You can drop it into any of your games if you want some spooky times, or if you're playing in Ravenloft, even better. So, as we leave Barovia for another week, let us give you a little rundown of what's coming up next week, whilst I'll give you the chance, !enter, to get into the giveaway for today. Now, coming up what do we have? As I said, in a matter of hours, 10 hours from now, we'll be in the Feywild with our Wild Beyond the Witchlight game. Then, tomorrow evening for me here in Japan, wherever you are in your part of the world, it will be whatever time it is. If you look at the schedule, it shows up in your time zone, so you can check that out easily there. That's on our page below where we are right now, unless you're full screen, then that's just your keyboard. Now, as we... there you go. Yes, welcome, Elbarian, and good luck. As we carry on into things, we have our Deadlands game, the spooky eldritch horrors in Cowboy Land, is happening tomorrow, later on tomorrow. And then Saturday is Candlekeep Mysteries, which brings us round to next week, when we will be diving back into all of our adventures. We have Rime of the Frost Maiden, we have Out of the Abyss, we have Barovia and Beyond, and that'll bring us round full circle. Stay tuned. Hey, Sigmund. I'm not sure how to read that, but good luck, regardless. Okay, so that is going to be our last entry into the giveaway this morning, wherever you are. Let us close up those entries and see who is the lucky winner as the ominous music plays us out. Closing those entries, going, gone. Okay, they are closed. So, tonight's fabulous bundle of CZRPG goodness is winging its way to... boop. Nuke Lane, one of our newest followers, just a recent follower. Congratulations, Nuke Lane. I will be sending that over in your whispers very soon, so keep an eye out for that. Better luck next time, everybody. We have giveaways in all of our streams. In tomorrow's Witchlight game, you can have the chance to win something from the fabulous Frictionless Dan. Hey, 80s Roll, good to see you. Yes, congrats indeed. Right, everybody, that is all for this snowy mountaintop today, but we shall return to do battle against the giant goat, Bloodhorn. Okay, some of Esmeralda's blood on it at the moment. Right. Sorry. Okay.
I like it inside my body. I have a choice.
For preference. Okay, everybody, thank you so much. Do stick around for that raid and grab yourself some of those Dream Pie channel points for giving advantage and disadvantage and all the goodness over there. But that is all we have time for today. So let us see who of our friends, if anybody, is online at the moment. Or are we going to be heading somewhere new? Let's have a look here. Okay. Excellent. Okay, our lovely friend No Medic is having a chill craft and chat. Nice. Let's head on over there. Do give them a follow if you're not already. Say hi, hello, and let them know you came from us, because you have those handy-dandy little emotes if you're a follower, and get those little raid phoenixes flying. So, stick around for the raid. If you've got them, let those phoenixes fly. But until next time, as we like to say around these parts, Oyasumi Nasai. Thank you, everyone.
Oyasumi.
Oyasumi. Have a good one.